Before I get started, I just want to say the Walmart we are talking about in this video is located at 4550 East McCain Boulevard in North Little Rock, Arkansas. So do with that information as you please. Today we're going to be talking about Janikka Perry, whom I became aware of through a Facebook group I follow. Someone had shared her aunt's post where she had posted on a local news station's page asking for somebody to pick up the story and to look at it. Whether the newspaper followed up with them, I do not know. I do know that they were interviewed by an independent magazine, and I'll link that down below, and I will be using some of those clips today. Janikka Perry was a faithful 38-year-old woman who had a heart as big as her smile. Every Sunday, you could find her at church. Her family describes her as very caring, the type of person who would do anything to help you.
Yeah, love the Lord, you know.
She was powerful.
Her sister even made a joke saying she had a homeless shelter because she would help everybody. And hearing how everybody describes her, you can imagine how great of a mom she was. And Janika was a mother to two beautiful children, one 15-year-old and one 24-year-old, I believe. So to provide for her family, Janika worked at Walmart, and she worked at Walmart for 5+ years, and she was a dependable and loyal worker. On Sunday, January 16th of 2022, Janika had a shift later in the evening at Walmart. So she spent the morning as she would any other Sunday, and it was a pretty normal day, I believe. She just went to church, and later she went to work. Throughout her shift, she was suffering from a bad cough and just flat out wasn't feeling well, and even went as far to complaining to her on-site manager, who ignored her comments. Even though under pandemic and corporate policy, she should have been sent home instead of being pressured to continue working in the bakery in direct contact with food.
You can't make somebody work. I'm a manager myself. If my workers come in sick, I send them home because you're more than just a body to me. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about their workers. It's not that serious. This is something that probably could have been done Monday, the next day. Like, y'all get all these workers. And I feel like my sister was dying her whole shift, and she suffered, and she didn't deserve that.
Also, keep in mind that Walmart was aware of her pre-existing condition of congestive heart failure, and they still chose to do nothing. Her cough got so bad, so severe, that she had to excuse herself to the ladies' room, and a coworker actually accompanied her there, but eventually would leave her alone in the bathroom. The security cameras showed Janika go into the bathroom at 9:34 p.m. and never come out. They do show the employee exiting at some point. While she was in the bathroom, the janitor claimed that he heard crying for help, but he, for some reason, didn't think to report it to the manager or anybody. And mind you, plenty of people are walking in and out of this restroom, actively using it, seeing her struggling on the floor, lying there, and not stopping to help or saying anything.
The customers was going in and out of the bathroom.
Yes, sir.
And no one,
No
not one person
No one had a
reported
heart.
it.
No one had a heart.
This is something I don't understand, because I think about it, if I were in this situation and I walked into a bathroom and I obviously see somebody in pain on the ground, I'm going to stop and say, hey, are you okay? Like, do you need anything? Do you need me to call 911 or do something, instead of stepping over her or whatever, or walking by, washing my hands and leaving? I don't know. That's just so bizarre to me. Like, what? I understand bystander effect. You think that somebody else is going to help, but why not ask yourself? Because I can think back to plenty party scenarios where I've seen people who have had one too many, and I've asked, hey, you good? Do you need some water? Here, take this. I'm not drinking it. You know, like, where's the decency? But like I said, people are walking in and out, not doing anything, not helping. And in the meantime, Janika herself is making attempts to call 911. She made several attempts to call for help, but because of the poor service in the bathroom, none of those calls went through. However, all of those attempts that she made was recorded on her phone, but it wasn't until 11:30 p.m., a whole hour and a half later, did somebody come to her aid. Again, I have never worked at Walmart. I have, though, worked at Target, and I know for a fact that we did bathroom checks. Card attendant Brian always did bathroom checks every 30 minutes, okay? That's policy, that's rules, that's just how you keep the ship clean, okay? So where was Walmart's janitor? If card attendant Brian could do it, he could do it. He was obviously there. Where was he with the routine bathroom checks? Because if there had been routine bathroom checks, she would have been found sooner. So Janika is passed away. Coroners come to remove her body, and you would think in the process of this, you know, a manager, somebody from the establishment somebody from Walmart would call her family and let them know what's going on. But no, Janika is taken to the hospital, and it is the hospital that calls the family and lets them know what's happening.
And we don't even know how the hospital got my mom's phone number because my sister's phone locked.
My phone is locked.
You can't
So
get it
Walmart had to tell them my phone number.
And they weren't informed until the next day at 12:30 a.m. And you know what's even weirder? Janika was taken to a hospital I believe is called Sherwood Saint, which is weird because there's a hospital right across the street from this Walmart. Why wouldn't they take her to this hospital? Because her family wasn't notified until 12:30 a.m., her death was pronounced on the 17th. But let's not get it twisted. She died at Walmart on the 16th. The traumatic experience and the trauma that the family was going to didn't faze Walmart. They did not care, and it's so obvious. They continued to mishandle the situation because the family comes in and requests to see video footage of that night, just to see the last minutes, hours of their loved one. Like, let me just see my loved one. Let me just see her working, literally bagging groceries or putting something away, anything that I could just see. But Walmart rejected this request and even went as far as deleting Janika out of the system right in front of her grieving family.
They treated us wrong at Walmart. They called the police on us. They had us removed from there. And I'm like, it wasn't right. The store manager, he didn't say sorry for your loss. This is the loss for our company. Like, he said none of that.
According to them, the most Walmart has done for them is send them burnt chicken, bread, and water. They never called, not one time. One of Janika's sisters was texting with someone from corporate, and this is the most communication I think that has happened. All that was said really was that she was sorry and that there was nothing that she could say to make them feel better. It just all sounded like BS to me. In general, we know that Walmart is not new to controversy, but this Walmart specifically is a repeat offender. Janika's death isn't the first, and if nothing's done, it possibly won't be the last. This Arkansas Walmart has multiple situations, deaths swept underneath the rug, as if they had never happened. Where are the lawsuits? Why is this okay? What if this was your family member? So no autopsy was done. The funeral home told the family that if they wanted one done, that they would have to pay $4,000 out of pocket. So her death was due to her medical history, and whether or not she had COVID, we don't know. It's unknown. Walmart's lack of accountability needs to be talked about. There needs to be actions made. They can't just keep acting like things don't exist, like Janika didn't exist. The job can replace her. Her family cannot. The rules need to be changed, and someone needs to be fired. With your help, we can press corporate to adopt the Janikka Perry law. This is where every employee has paid sick leave, an equal voice on the job, real emergency plan, rest and recover time off, and yearly reviews with shareholders, which all sounds very reasonable to me. If you didn't know, some jobs go by a point system. The more points you accumulate, the sooner you get fired. So that means if you call in or you only work like half of your shift, that means you get points on your record and time deducted off of your time off. 5 points on your record will have you kissing your job goodbye. Walmart makes you choose. No one wants to wait 6 months for their points to reset. And this creates an unsafe environment for people who have medical issues like Janika. Like many corporations, Walmart only cares about money and not the people. Janika died in her work uniform, and she's not just another number. She's not just another body to fill your work or sales quota. She's a human being. She is and was a human being. Please take the time to sign and read the petition down below and look at all the other information available in the description. Let's get justice for Janika. That's all I have for you guys today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Do you guys have any stories about Walmart or personal experiences working there? Share them down below. Again, thank you for watching, and don't forget to sign that petition. Namaste. Have a nice day, guys.